Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, ready for another roll reveal. It is the 24th of April, 2022, and we are going to go through this original roll of 1956 D Lincoln cents. The very first coin is going to be a toner. I'm not sure whether the other toner is on the other end or if there is a toner on the other end. Let's see. Nope, no toner on the other end. But this presented as an original roll. And so we will go through it and see. Hopefully, we'll find some really good ones. Got Malcolm in the house. Hello, Malcolm. I appreciate you being here, buddy. Let's see what we can find. I've got the roll out. I've got everything started. I've got everything ready to go. Here is coin number 1, going to go to Paul Fitzgerald. Paul Fitzgerald will get this one that has some very nice toning on it. Let's see what it is, if anything. Now I see a little bit of a die chip inside the 9, but other than that, I don't think I'm actually seeing anything. Hello, Marshall. Been a while since I've seen you, good sir. Hope everything is going well with you. Got a little scrape on the cheek on this first coin here because, well, it was exposed for over 60 years to the air. And so that's what we have there for coin number 1. That's going to go to Paul Fitzgerald. There's Sissy. Hello, Sissy. And good evening to you. Here's coin number 2 for Ron Perez. Let's see what Ron Perez picks up here. Yeah, it looks like we have another normal 1956 Lincoln cent by all appearances. Let's take a look at the head area. See if there's anything on the eye. Sometimes these have doubled eyes. Sometimes they don't. This is one of those don'ts. Flip it over, take a look at the reverse real quick. We'll do that for a few coins in this roll, but 1956D is one of those issues that's just not known for double die reverses. I'm not going to waste a lot of time trying to make something suddenly plop up that isn't going to be there. That's coin number 2 for Mr. Perez. Here's coins number 3. Coin number 3 is going to go to Orig. And let's see what Orig picks up. Hopefully a good one. I got a little minor split lower serif. Just a little tiny thing. That could be an unlistable because it appears to be part of the mint mark damage that tripled the lower serif on 56 and 57 Lincolns. We'll just have to take a good look at it and see if it's one of those or if it's actually a true split serif repunch mint mark. Take a quick look on the reverse on this one. It's kind of late looking on the reverse. No doubling, as we've grown to expect. So how have things been going, Mr. Marshall? I haven't seen you in quite a while. Hope you didn't get hit by that severe storm issue that you had in that area not too long ago. I was thinking about you when we were going through that. Here's one for Yo-Man. Yo-Man comes up next. Well, it looks like you got a die chip in the 5 of the date, but other than that, we have, well, that could be a listable RPM over there on the left side of the mint mark. Could be. See what we got up here in the eye area. Got a die gouge in the eye area that is not a doubled eyelid. Nothing else up around here. Let's go on to coin number 5. See if coin number 5 turns out to be any better. Stephen Dallas. Let's see what Stephen Dallas ends up with here. Well, we do have an RPM. It is a split upper and split lower serif RPM. You see a little bit of a split. You can see how round this is up at the top. You got a little split at the top, and you've got a little split down here at the bottom. So this is going to be a listable double split serif RPM. And let's see if we have anything in and around the eye. And it appears we do. This is a doubled eyelid as well, so it's a split lower serif, split upper and lower serif, plus a doubled eyelid for Stephen Dallas. Nothing else going on this one. Nice little die variety there. There's Boondocks. Hello, Boondocks. Let me get my camera moved out just a little bit here. I'm having to lean over too far, and it's throwing me up against my scope in the wrong direction here. There we go. We got everything moved toward me just a little bit. I like that better. All right, got to get comfortable. Got to make the host comfortable, right? I've got to be comfy to do my job right. Let's see. Let me get this focused in here. Actually, let me move this out a little bit and then focus it. And then take care of the lighting. It appears as we got nothing there. Your motor blue and other stuff? Oh, man. I definitely know how that works. I've been there. Been there a few times, actually. Here's one for Deanne. Well, hopefully everything has resolved itself. And your pressure and stress is somewhat relieved. Shows that you have time to enjoy coins and come and watch a show once in a while. I appreciate you being here. This is a, well, actually, Eric Beyer once told me that doing these shows, actually watching these shows and watching me go through these rolls of coins is actually, it's like coin crack for him. No way. That's awesome. A DDR1 1964 out of a wheat bag. Now that is a story right there. Wait a minute, have I charged you for a wheat bag yet? Oh, you didn't miss a whole lot. This one's for Eric. We do have one double split serif RPM that we've been finding so far, and it comes with a doubled eyelid. Other than that, we've found nothing in this roll so far. Coins are all relatively nice. They're average 1956D BU coins. Still looking for that one roll that's going to show up someday. It's going to show up someday. That is going to have very not average, either high-grade coins or very valuable die varieties. It will at some point happen. All right, Paul, I'll get you taken care of on that. I think it slipped my mind. Not an RPM here. Or it might be, but it's really, really minor. And no double die to list here. We'll just keep moving. I got one more show to do this evening with you guys. It's going to be a 1954S roll. 1954S is one of those where there are a lot of different, really nice die varieties to be found. So we'll just have to see what happens with it. Stay tuned. We'll get this show on the road here, and this one will wrap up, and we'll go straight into that next show. Just kind of being careful to check all these to see that everything that we are going to be looking for, or should be looking for, is indeed watched and looked at. I get myself into a position where I can actually do this work. Here's Robert Wookich. It's one for Robert Wookich. And Mr. Wookich picks up. See that see the indentation on the bottom of the 6? That is a hub chip. There are a lot of dies that ended up with that little indentation on the bottom of the 6. There's nothing special about it. It's not any particular error or variety or anything to that effect. It's just a notable thing to take note of, that there are a lot of 1956 Lincoln cents with that chip at the bottom of the 6. And it's a hub chip, not a die chip. And right there you can see a little double mark. There's a mark there with a double right there. That is actually the C of cent in a die clash. That's a double die clash. That's kind of interesting. Nothing particularly valuable about it. It's just very interesting to note. And right here you can see the back of the neck. The back of Lincoln's neck. This is the back of his shoulder, his coat. And then here's the back of the neck, and here's where the C is showing up on the other side. Nothing very special, just something interesting, just so you know a little bit more about the striking process overall. Here's Stephen Dallas again. And what does Steve get? Well, this one looks like it might just be a normal 56D Lincoln cent. Nope, it's not normal. It's in a really nice doubled eyelid. Very nice doubled eyelid there in this 1956D. We're going to have to get that attributed and get it sent to him. That makes his second variety out of this roll. He's the only person so far to get a die variety out of this roll, and he's got 2. One's a repunch mint mark with a doubled eyelid, and the other one's just the doubled eyelid. So it is 2 different dies. Now we've got Sureg. Sureg comes up next. Well, looks like nothing really special in the mint mark area. And not a doubled eyelid. No doubling anywhere else that I can see, so we're going to go ahead and flip this one up and move on. That's coin number 13. Now coin number 14. Coin number 14 will go to Malcolm. There's the other end of the roll. These have been flipped around a little bit, but this is the other end of the roll. The tail ender. Nice toning on this coin. Nice color, but that's all. Got nothing else on this coin here, so we are going to flip it and move it. This one's for Malcolm. Obverse, a little bit dull, very, very nicely colored, very nice toning. Reverse, very bright, lustrous coin. So that shows us a mark, definitely, of a roll ender. Well, Marshall, I appreciate you being round, buddy. I really do. It's another one of those little ones that looks like it might just be mint mark punch damage, but this one could actually be a small repunch mint mark that would be worth a second look. So I'm going to put it on the stack of the other ones. Let's see if this one's worth another look when we get it back out for inspection later on. Here's coin number 16. This one goes to Sureg. And Sureg's coin number 16 is, looks like a normal Lincoln cent. There's a lot of these that have scratches on them. Some of them pretty deep gouging too. I just noticed that, really. That's not a great thing, but I can't hardly control stuff like that. I wish I could. It'd be nice if I could just tap a roll and all the coins would suddenly turn to gems. That would be awesome. I wouldn't need to sell them anymore. Heck, I could just give them away. All right, tomorrow we're going to have our 1909 SVDB gem giveaway. Show up and I'll draw numbers. Right? That'd be really, really cool. Yeah, come on over. We'll have another giveaway. I would probably get so many people watching that it would crash YouTube. I'd have to find a different place to go. Already having a lot of concern over all the lag that we get on YouTube. May end up having to find something different anyway. This one's going to be another one of the double dialages like Stephen Dallas got. This one's for Yo Man. All those die scratches to the northeast, around the date area, around the date and mint mark, tell me that that die is one we've seen before. Here's coin number 19. Coin number 19 for Penny Hoarder. And Penny Hoarder gets, well, see, this little mark right here, this little mark of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little guy right here. Those little guys right there tell me that we've seen this die before, and since we've seen this die before, I know that we're not going to get anything special out of it. Kind of a later die state. Just plain 1956 D-Link consent. A little bit of a die clash out there in front of the one toward the bow tie. Here we go. On to the next one. Coin number 20 now. I appreciate you telling people how they might be able to help themselves get a better watch. Paul Fitzgerald says that he doubles the speed of the feed about every 5 or 6 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, I guess. And that will make them kind of bounce a little bit and give you a better watch, a more current view of what's going on. I have just located what I believe to be a very minor, very minor split lower serif RPM. And this one actually is kind of interesting because it has, not that it has any added value or anything, but this is kind of interesting that right there next to in on the rim there is actually a little rim cut. A little piece of the edge of the die has chipped off. And that's what it looks like. And the obverse is being minted on these coins just very slightly misaligned, which is what's giving us the double rim here. And there is no real extra value to any of this. It's just interesting to note, interesting to look at. That's all there is there. Hoop hoop. How you doing, Brian? There's Taco John. Taco John in for a visit. You guys missed the auction. Or you didn't say anything. One or the other. I had some nice paper currency. Yeah, paper currency. And uncirculated Indian head cents. Oh. That's okay. We're going to continue doing a little bit more than just Lincolns. I think I'm starting to kind of branch out just a little bit. If you guys have interest in other denominations or other series, let me know. And I'll try to start getting a little bit more of a, let's say, an advanced palette in coins. See what we can come up with. All right, here is another one. This one doesn't look original to this roll. I'm going to give you credit for this, Donnie. Even if it is a die variety, this is not an original part of this roll. And it is not anything. So Donnie Wayne will get credit for this one. Let me write that down on my little credit notepad. I have lost my little credit notepad, so we're going to wing it. And this is reveal number 387. Coin 22, Donnie Wayne. Donnie Wayne will see this on his next invoice. Here's one for Yo Man, coin number 23. And coin number 23 turns out to be, well, I have to find it first. What is going on? I am obviously a little bit off kilter tonight. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. That looks like a normal mint mark area. Nothing on the eye. And no doubling on Liberty or any of that. Yep, 10, 21, and 22. And one of those is with RPM. I can't remember now. I have one that I've got like 10 or 15 examples of that has a double eyelid and an RPM. Okay, and this one is going to be normal. I know that scratch across the vest at this point. I've been watching this, watching these, watching the markers come by, so I know what I'm looking at. And I can also say that this is an original roll, save that one coin that came through that was not, and I gave credit on that one. Here's coin number 25. 25 for Gulf Coast. Let's take a look at coin number 25 and see what happened. Die chip, sorry, it's a hub chip on the bottom of the 6. This is probably the same die again. Now, we talked about that earlier. Nothing going on here. And Gulf Coast gets coin number 25. We've been halfway through the roll now. Coin number 26. Ant 2242. Ant 2242 gets, well, it's another one of the coins with the die chip, or the hub chip in the lower 6, but this one has a die chip in the upper 9. Hub chip on the lower 6, a die chip on the upper 9, and nothing else notable. A little piece of fiber on the coin there, you get that for free. There's the double die clash on the Sea of Scent, so we've seen this die before. Working on a mower. Were you working on the mower, or were you working on the mower? Two different things there, say. I sometimes work on the mower, but I never work on the mower. And that is a little upper and lower split serif. And no double die lid, so it's going to be a different die from the other one. I don't do engine work. I wish I could. I'm just not very good at that sort of thing. So I have a John Deere tractor that I'm about to take to a John Deere dealer and get eaten alive by whatever fees they charge to change the oil, re-level the blade spindles, and all that other stuff that you have to do and supposed to do in the spring before you start. I haven't started yet, and I've already mowed 3 times. And so I need to get myself in gear and get my mower seasonally ready. There's a 56D with the chip. It's a hub chip in the 6, die chip in the 9. This has probably got the doubled die clash. It does. Same die. Again. This one's for Ron Perez. So we know from looking at these, and we see the same markers over and over again, that we do have an original roll here. It is a problem, though, that just a few of the coins, not very many of them, but a few of the coins have either been misplaced out of order or are adding coins to the roll because some other coin in the roll was either lost or removed in one form or fashion and replaced with something that didn't belong there. Not finding any real good varieties in this. Nothing of any special value or any special interest. It's die chips again, or die scratches, I'm sorry. Little gouges inside the eye area. And we keep moving. have now twice, just realized I've now twice missed being able to see the International Space Station go over the house. And both times I had completely clear skies. I missed it last night and I missed it 2 weeks ago. But at one point it was visible for like 7 minutes going across the sky because it went straight across the middle of the sky. And then the last time it was visible for like a minute and a half, but it was like 5:30 in the morning. I hardly know what 5:30 in the morning means, much less have ever actually seen it. Right? You know, like in the last, 20 years, I don't do 5:30 in the morning anymore. That just doesn't happen to me. Because you see, additionally, I'm still a Midwestern boy, and doing the 5:30 in the morning thing on the East Coast is actually 4:30 in the morning, so I have on purpose never gotten adjusted to the time here, which is why I go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and I get up at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I get my 8 hours of sleep. It's just between 2 and 10. So I'm a Dr. Pepper sleeper. Let's see here. Nothing showing up on this one. And we'll move on to coin number 35 now. Coin number 35 is for Carl. Here, this one's going to be for Carl. What do we get? Well, it is a minor upper and lower split serif RPM. Let's see if it happens to be the one with the doubled I. And I do not believe so. No, it is not a doubled I. You get off work at 6 a.m. Central? Be very quiet. 6 a.m. That's only 7 a.m. here. It's just now starting to get daylight at 7 o'clock in the morning. I woke up this morning at 6:30. I got out of bed at 7 o'clock. By 7:30, I decided I was kind of not ready to be out of bed. So I went back to bed, and I didn't get up until 9:30. It was actually almost 10 o'clock. Here, this one's going to go to Donnie Wayne. Donnie Wayne, this fiber is free. This little fiber is free. That's the bonus extras that I sometimes give when I go through rolls. Spike to Die Crack, I appreciate you showing up, buddy. You have a great night. And come back and finish watching the show at some other point. Throw me a like. Throw me a watch. Anytime you decide you want to watch something, it always helps the overall algorithm on YouTube if you're watching these videos as many times as possible and many times as you want to watch them. So feel free to come back and watch any of the older shows anytime you want to. You never know when I might throw a little tidbit of information into a show that you didn't already know. Here's one for Angie Kroll. And this is not going to be a die variety because I have seen this die before. Yeah, I think tonight I'm going to be asleep by, I'm going to say 11:30. It's 9:50 now. I'll probably be asleep by 11:30. Got a couple of other things to get done on this. This is going to be a double die lid here. It's going to be a nice one. There we go. Boom. Nice double die lid. So yeah, I got a few other things to wrap up after I finish these two shows. And then I'm going to be ready to hit the gravy train, go on to bed. This one's for Donnie Wayne. So Donnie Wayne got a freebie out of this, plus he got a die variety. How's that sound? Got a Carl coin here. Carl? What does Carl get? Carl is, this is not going to be one of the double die lids, I don't think. No, it's a different double die lid. This one's a different one. So there's a different double die lid showing up now. And here we go on to coin number 41. Stephen Dallas again. Any lots that didn't sell in the auction? Taco John, I don't, but I can send you an email. Oh, take a look at this. Nice little South RPM going on right there. You see a doubled split serif on the lower part of the mint mark. A little swirling die scratches up above the one tells me that I haven't recognized this die yet, if it is in this roll. So this is the first time I've seen this. We're already on coin number 41. I'll let you know some things that I've got that are related to the items that I sold at the auction, but I didn't have any unsold items at the auction other than some of the RPMs that I had available. I will send you an email list. Krakatoa. Is that in Italy? Is that Anak Krakatoa? Where is that? Is that Italy? I think it's Italy, right? There's another double split serif RPM. I think we're going to have an eyelid to go with it. There we go. There's a doubled eyelid to go with it. Right inside the eye area. Here's coin number 44 now. Core 44. Penny Hoarder. Yeah, I'm not really showing anything on this one. Now number 45. Ant 2242 gets this one, and number 45. Now, we've seen this die before a few times, and it is not a die variety. Not Nar. Now 46. Mr. Birchman. Mr. Mike. I got nothing for you. Sorry. This one's going to have the double die clash of the Sea of Scent behind the neck. Right there. But nothing else on this one. Here's number 47. 47 out of 50, got 3 coins left. This is the first of those 3. And we have nothing of remarkable value on this one either. This one is also going to be the double die clash behind. No. Oh, this is a different one. I'm sorry. This is the second late die state with die clash. It's only got it on the 1. Got all these things going through my head every time I'm watching these rolls. Here's coin number 48. This one goes to Eric, who is in bed having sweet dreams right now. See, there we go. That is a little RPM after all. We'll just have to... It's got that little die chip inside the 5 of the date. I've seen at least one others of this one. Sometimes my English is really bad. Indonesia. That's right. Got it. Geography lesson once in a while. Plus, I should know that the Pompeii volcano has been dead for 1,000 years. This is going to be a nothing also, unfortunately. No die variety here. That's coin number 49 for Carl. Now coin number 50. Coin number 50 will go to Deanne. Last and final coin in this roll. And I will take a short break, and we will get back to this 1954 S roll. I've been waiting to get to this. And we'll be on this one very, very shortly. So what we have is a relatively decent sized stack of normal coins here with a short stack of varieties, different dies. We have numbered 48, 43, 41, 40, 39, 35, 27, 18, 15, 12, and 5. And that, folks, is reveal number 387. Join me in, I'm going to say probably 5 minutes, 5, maybe 10 minutes, for reveal number 348. That'll be a 1954S original machine wrapped roll. Vesuvius was Italy, that's right. Vesuvius. Krakatoa, Vesuvius. Both very foreign names to me. All right, folks, I appreciate it. You guys have a great night. If you don't come back, if you do, you're going to get to watch me open this little guy right here. Fed Reserve Bank of San Francisco, 1954 S. We'll be doing that here in just a few minutes. I'll see you then.